Hello everyone, I am Erika of Beadingschool.com and you are watching Coffee Time with Erika, my weekly beady broadcast. Today I'm going to show you what kind of jewels can you make from the newest Beading School Academy Theme Box, the Towards the Lighthouse. But first of all, please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me well. I see Ariana saying hello to everyone. Can you hear me? Can you see me, dear Ariana? And everyone else who is already watching, please let me know, ladies. Today, I know that this is one of your favorite times of every theme, when you finally get to see that what kind of jewels can you make. And I can't wait to show you everything because, again, there is so much sparkle and so much creativity that my friends designers brought to their bead mat thanks to the Towards the Lighthouse box, that I'm really curious how you will like them. Mer says that she can see me and hear me. Thank you so much. And hello everyone. Ginny, Gail, Antoinette, Sherry, Sharon, Violetta, Miriam, Wendy, Catherine. Catherine says, my books just came and I can hear and see. Wonderful. Robina, Vania, Linda, Wendy, Lita, Judy, Jen, Elena, Yosin. So wonderful. Thank you so much, ladies. So what is going to happen today? I'm going to show you every jewel that I have so far, like pictures that I have so far from our friends designers. Everyone received a Beading School Academy Theme Box with the newest source of inspiration, the Towards the Lighthouse. And I have the No One Has to Be Alone jewels for you. I have the signatures. I have the extra bead shop designs. And also we put together an article for you on the Beading School blog that will be published during Coffee Time with Erika, where you will be able to check the material list. But first of all, while we still wait a minute or two for everyone to join for this very, very important topic, I would like to share one more time the link to the current theme of the Beading School Academy and to tell a few sentences about it, just in case that we have beaders here who don't know yet what the Beading School Academy is. So the Beading School Academy is a bi-monthly BD membership program. It repeats every 2 months, and every 2 months we work with a different source of inspiration, a different set of shapes and colors. It has 3 different levels: yellow, turquoise, and fuchsia. These are also the colors of Beading School, representing the values that we follow. Yellow for positivity, turquoise for creativity, and pink for love and compassion. So if you choose the yellow level, then you will receive 1 signature tutorial, and it is only a virtual membership. And if you go for the turquoise or the full extra fuchsia level membership, then you will also receive a beautifully curated bead box on your bead mat, and then about 500 beaders from all around the world work together with the same treasure trove. We also have a so-called virtual classroom to help you orientate within the program, because besides the box, it also brings you tutorials, some of them included in your memberships, some of them we bead during a No One Has to Bead Alone workshop, and some of them are extras that you will be able to purchase through the Beading School Bead Shop if you would like to have more tutorials to guide you. The virtual classroom, it also is your point to find articles about the source of inspiration that we are working with. For example, during the Towards the Lighthouse theme that we are playing with in July and August, we will learn about seafarers, we will learn about journeys, adventures. And besides that, we always have a mini challenge to show off your most creative jewels that you create from the box. We have also a storytelling night when a professional storyteller entertains you with stories, tales, connected also to the source of inspiration. You can watch it live together with other beaders, or you can watch the recording from the virtual classroom. We also have a quiz and also a lunch break Zoom room to connect with fellow beaders. So if you would like to become a member of the Beading School Academy and play with the Towards the Lighthouse theme box, then you can follow the QR code from the screen and or click the link that I have just posted. And to really get into the mood today, I will show you a little video showing what's included in the current Fuchsia Level Beading School Academy theme box. But also I have a message from the Treasury that I need to share with you before we would get started. So once you sign up for the Beading School Academy student membership, then payments become automatic to make it easy. But for some reason, there are a few beaders for whom the automatic payments did not happen this time. So we contacted everyone to set it right in an email. So please make sure to check your inboxes. Please make sure to check your spam folders, because there might be an important message coming from the Beading School Treasury. Our address is info@beadingschool.com. Also, if you would like to ask a question or check in about something. I will now look into your questions, show the video, and then I would like to kindly ask you to focus with your questions on what is exactly happening, showing the jewels and so on. And then in the end, you will again have space to ask any kind of questions, and I am here to answer them all. So I see Linda's question. No one has to bead alone, is still just sending the JPEG and not the tutorial. Dearest Linda, we have No One Has to Bead Alone workshops always on Thursdays. And the tutorial becomes available 1 hour before the workshop, and it stays online for 3 days for the gift version and forever and ever in the Beading School Bead Shop. Today is Tuesday, so we have coffee time with Erika. So today I don't have yet the No One Has to Bead Alone tutorial for you. And Ariana says, I love the virtual classroom. All information at one spot, so well structured, and I like the additional entries. I'm really happy that you find it useful, dear Ariana. And let's see now the video. So hello everyone. You can already see one of the signature jewels on my screen. And before, it is created by Vicky Roberts. And this is going to be the first signature jewel of the Towards the Lighthouse collection. It means that the tutorial is included in all yellow, turquoise, and fuchsia level memberships. I would like to point it out that there are many designers working with Beadingschool Academy theme boxes. Everyone is working with their own theme box. And at the beginning of each new theme, we encourage you to put together so-called mini kits for the jewels that you would like to create from your box or boxes. A mini kit is a small collection of all the materials needed for one specific designs. So the boxes contain everything that you need to make the signature jewels of each theme. So the turquoise box, since it comes with one tutorial, it contains everything for the first signature jewel, and then more beads that you can use. And then the fuchsia level box, we always make sure that you can create both of the signature jewels. And then there are lots of other beads and cabochons and components included in the boxes. And you can make decisions that which jewels you would like to make. So at the beginning of each theme, just choose the jewels that you want to create from the theme designs. I will share with you later the article to get a good overview. And I recommend starting with the signature jewels. And then, since there are the material lists, then you can go select your No One Has to Be Alone designs. You can make decisions if you want to make a necklace, if you want to make earrings, a full bracelet. And then you can put everything you need for the specific jewel into a Ziploc bag and put it aside. And once the tutorial is published, once the workshop is happening, then you can reach for that kit and start creating. Sometimes it's also useful to just add a little bit of your own stuff, and then you can create really a big array of jewels. Ariana said a little while ago that she created as many as 18 different jewels from her box. So it's really, when I say that, as far as I know, and based on your opinion, this is the most valuable theme box and membership program, this is it, ladies. But now, back to Vicky's beautiful design. So Vicky was playing with the 16mm Preioza half drilled button. And I selected lots of different nacre pearls for this theme since it is connected to seafarers and sailors. And Vicky framed the biggest Preioza nacre cabochon with a square, and then added some more sparkle, a lot more sparkle around it. She used even the 4 pieces of the smaller version of the slim navette, and I love it how she added those between the frame and the pearl. Cindy says this pendant looks so very delicate too. And indeed, dear Cindy, despite its size, because imagine if it's 16mm in the middle, the cabochon, this is going to be big, but still it's airy, it feels light, it's so elegant. Angelina says Vicky is such a brilliant designer. Indeed. And let's see what's next. And I have here the second signature jewel created this time by Ruxandra. And it is called Show Me the Way. Ruxandra says, this pendant is inspired by the shape of the compass needle, which is the beacon of hope leading to safety. When you are lost, it represents the mental anchor into the confidence that everything will be all right in the end, and you will find your way home. The design features an amazing fancy slim navet from Preioza, which actually inspired Ruxi to create it. And due to its large size, it has so many great potentials to decorate it. And in this particular design, the idea came to Ruxi to bezel its ends actually in a different way. So the top and the bottom do not mirror each other, but they are different. And this is going to be the second signature jewel. So it means that it is part of the fuchsia level memberships. And if you choose the fuchsia level theme box, then you have enough material to create both of the jewels. You will receive also both of the tutorials included in your membership, and still you will have plenty of material to create some of the other designs. And Antoinette says, just gets better and better. I'm so happy that you like it, Antoinette. And Caroline says, wow, beautiful. And Miriam says, wow, this is absolutely stunning. And Brit Marie finds it very suitable for a hair clip decoration. And I think that is a great idea. And you could also decide to create both sides identical. So you can even make some variations using Ruxi's tutorial. Ginny finds both signature jewels amazing. And now let's see the No One Has to Bead Alone tutorials. So No One Has to Bead Alone is a mini workshop, an open workshop that I started to teach at the beginning of COVID. And every Thursday we come together in the online space on the Beading School Facebook page and on the Beading School YouTube channel to bead together, and it feels really like so energetic to work together at the same time on the same designs. And we will start to create towards the Lighthouse jewels also during the No One Has to Bead Alone workshops now. So this also became an extension of the Beading School Academy, as many of you wrote me that you want to have more tutorials connected to the boxes. So we wanted to answer your question with this, that now the No One Has to Bead Alone workshops are mostly connected to the Academy. La Peregrina is a design by me, and Peregrina actually means traveler. So it is very fitting for the theme. And it is a retro No One Has to Bead Alone design. It means that it is a design that I created several years ago, but it is time to shine a new light on it. Maybe you have beaded it already back then, and it's nice to see it in a different color combination. Maybe you want to compare how your beading skills have evolved, how your taste has changed. Or maybe you became a student of the Beading School Academy since that time, and this is the first time that you see this. So in both cases, you will be able to enjoy this on Thursday, a retro No One Has to Bead Alone design. There is one difference, that instead of the original original half tillas. We will use quarter tilla beads this time, as the Academy box has quarter tillas but not half tillas. And I will show you during the No One Has to Bead Alone workshop how to join the quarter tillas into double size so you can substitute the beads. Then another No One Has to Bead Alone design comes from Susie. It's called Shellsong. And Susie says, I live in Slovakia and we don't have a sea. Every time I visit a different country with a seaside, I am excited about it. It opens up a new horizon, experience, and inspiration. This design is inspired by fragments you may spot on a seashore, summer memories, and the feeling of walking along the shoreline. With eyes to the ground, hands brushing against time-worn shells, beads of sea glass, and tiny treasures shaped by the waves. Each component in this piece holds a memory of such a moment, of salty air, of wind playing with your hair, of sunlight reflecting from the water. The colors echo soft ocean blues, reds of the lighthouse brick or paint of a boat, sand-washed creams, and the deep mystery of marine shadows. The bezel itself works well on its own, providing further inspiration for making a bracelet or even a connector in a necklace. And just fun fact that while we are talking about Susie's Shellsong, she is enjoying a well-deserved vacation, and she will even visit a lighthouse soon. And I wish her lots and lots of beautiful new memories from her vacation. I can't wait to hear about it all. In the meantime, Britt Marie said about the No One Has to Bead Alone workshops. When COVID was and all the lockdowns, I found the beading school, and boy, have I learned a lot and new friends all over the world. Britt Marie, this message, this means so much to me, and I'm really, really happy to get to know you and everyone who joined and keeps joining the workshops. Miriam loves the retro or legacy No One Has to Bead Alone workshops very much, to treasure a fabulous design. And Gail says that Susie's Shellsong reminds her of Greece. Indeed, the red and the blue together, it's very much a Greek color combination, I would say. And Beatrix is a big Susie fan, of course. She loves the new Shellsong too. And Molly finds this very beautiful. And then we have here another new No One Has to Bead Alone. And this time this is a design that I created. It's called Moonlit Wave. The inspiration for this super fast to bead, yet shimmering, elegant motif came from the first component I selected to play with from the Towards the Lighthouse Beadingschool Academy Theme Box, the light spacer bar. There is something magical in how small this motif is, yet it radiates something that makes you remember it. Just as adventures, memorable moments don't have to last a lifetime to make them meaningful. And that goes for jewels, in my opinion, too. Sometimes, quite the contrary, jewels and memories feel perfect because they are calm and they are part of the past. Let's learn to treasure them, no matter what, and aim for as many magical, moonlit moments in life and beautiful jewels on our bead mats as possible. After all, happiness is not a perpetual state, but consists of everlasting fleeting moments of life. I also looked up in the meantime the spacer bar in the bead shop in case you would like to pick up more, because I think this is also very suitable to create a bracelet. The motif is about 3 centimeters long to help you with calculating the number of pieces that you will need. It's about 1.2 inches in length if you would like to have a bracelet. I added a long 32 millimeter drop at the bottom, as you might have noticed that I really like statement earrings. And Angelina finds it similar to a sea creature. And Beatrix loves the clean colors. Thank you so much also Sherry and Rita and Cindy and everyone and Joyce who likes this. Ariana thinks that this would also make a nice smaller hair clip, absolutely with the elongated shape, and Miriam was already thinking about a bracelet. And Britt Marie is asking if this is an earring or a pendant. I created it as an earring, but I think a pendant is just, it's as suitable. Ooh, and Angelina would also join some of these motifs by the wider side. And let's see what else are we going to create. And this motif, that is also a no one has to be the lone jewel, is called Lonicera, and the designer is Aniko. Aniko says, Lonicera was born from the windswept stillness of Schiermonnikoog Island in the province of Friesland in the Netherlands, where even 2 lighthouses, one red and one white, stand as quiet guardians of the shore. Named after the wild honeysuckle that blooms across the island, Aniko's earrings mirror the flower's elegant form and vibrant spirit. Lonicera is more than an island flower. It is a symbol of beauty that flourishes even in solitude, and of the inner compass that always points us back to hope, clarity, and purpose. And Aniko, this is actually the first time that I am reading the inspiration, and this speaks so much to me that you might be the second one after third one, because I make myself cry sometimes during live videos. Chloe, Menage of Pink Hot, she made me cry twice already from emotions. And with this little text that you wrote, you might be the third one who manages to make me cry in a very good way. This really speaks to me, dear Aniko. Thank you. And then let's see, the next no one has to be the long design. And this design is made by our fabulous Ruxandra, and it's called Light Beam. This is going to be an offline No One Has to Be the Lone workshop. And Ruxi says that these earrings are inspired by the shape of the light beam coming from a lighthouse. So an offline No One Has to Be the Lone workshop means that, as always, you will be able to download a PDF tutorial from the usual site. However, there won't be an online workshop because Erika will also be traveling a tiny bit and enjoying a little vacation to recharge her energies for the autumn and winter. I'm actually going, I just realized, to an island, so to hike for 2 days. So I'm curious if I will see lighthouses there too. But back to Ruxandra's light beam. She says, the light beam helps guiding people safely into harbors, and it might also warn them of hazardous coastlines. Therefore, it can be also regarded as the beam of hope. And this design integrates larger shaped beads like navets and canoe beads. And also we have two Preioza nacre cabochons in the middle. Ariana likes the shape very much. And Belinda also. And Caroline says this is going to be hard to have a favorite design. And let's see what else do we have here. And then this design is made by Vicky. And let's see what Vicky says about the Beyond the Deep earrings. Vicky says, when creating these earrings, I drew the initial inspiration from the beautiful coral of the deep blue sea. However, as I finished the first one, the central piece instantly reminded me of a memorable, slightly terrifying, but amusing holiday story involving my husband, James. Just days before a trip to Majorca, James broke his collarbone while mountain biking. Despite this, we went and he was determined to make the most of it. One afternoon, he decided to go snorkeling alone, without telling us where he was headed. He returned with quite a tale. While enjoying his underwater adventure, a large eye suddenly opened up beneath him. It was an octopus. He quickly hightailed it out of the sea, as he put it, and scurried back to our villa. Looking at the earrings, I saw that very eye in the center, and the tiny 15s wrapped around each corner now seemed to represent the close call James had with this 8-tentacle friend. Well, octopuses are some of my favorite underwater creatures, me being a diver. So I'm so glad to read your story, Vicky, and the design is amazing. Vicky incorporated some of the 3-hole beam beads into this motif, and as I said, we will be able to bead this during a No One Has to Bead Alone workshop. Squirrel says, thank you, Erika, for all that you do. Oh, I'm glad that you find the tutorials easy to follow, dear Squirrel. Love your name. Oh, and Vicky is here with us, and James was just listening to me reading the story. So, hi to everyone in the Roberts family. And Hannah also is looking forward to get her box. Amazing. And Caroline says, I can't figure what beads are the white bugle-like ones in the center. Dear Caroline, those are the beam beads, 3-hole beam beads. And let's see now what else we have here. And this is made by Veronka, and I can't wait to bead it. It's called Beach Treasure. And Veronka says, imagine walking on a beach just next to the lighthouse, and then noticing that something shines on the sand. A beautiful shell that you immediately want to wear somehow. So you decide to make a jewel out of it. Veronka attempted to capture the colors and feelings of this idea on her bead mat. The connection of the fragile shell with the daring spike intrigued her very much, and the spike goes so well with the earring finding from the box, in her opinion. So, since as a responsible diver, I encourage everyone to leave the shells where they belong on the beach, because sand will be created from them and they will prevent erosion. We still can have beautiful, beautiful beaded shells and jewels inspired by shells on our bead mats, thanks to Veronka, for example. Ariana says it is something between festive and holiday fun. I love it. I also really like the energy. Everything that Veronka makes is so full of energy, actually. Her being my colleague and friend, every time that we spend time together, I am amazed by the energy that this fragile looking, inspiring, strong woman radiates. And Robin says the designs are all exquisite. Then let's see what else do I have here, because there are still a lot. For example, Aniko's other No One Has to Be Alone design called Parnasia. And Aniko says, Parnasia is a tribute to one of Shirmoniko's quiet treasures, a star-like wildflower that blooms humbly in the island's meadows. Its fine white petals with supple lines and golden details are mirrored in the gentle glow of pearls and crystals, while the pink drops recall the blush of the flower's soft center. Delicate, yet enduring, Parnasia speaks to the heart of our Towards the Lighthouse theme, a symbol of clarity, simplicity, and the quiet strength found in nature's smallest wonders. Just like the lighthouse, this flower doesn't shout, it glows. The motif is dimensional, and we will be able to learn from Aniko a quick bezel that can be used for any type of cabochons, even 8mm chatons. And Cindy says, this is really pretty too. I love all the colors and it's so delicate. Lutka also finds it beautiful. And Kimberly says about Veronka, you are right, her designs are full of energy. And we will also have a live design session, as always, during the theme of Towards the Lighthouse. Live design is when I take my box and what remains in it, and I do my best with your help to create something while you are watching. And it is such an inspiring and energizing feeling when we do this together, because of course, like, it does have an added pressure to like create something usable during a video, but it gives me so much energy, in fact. And if it turns out right, then we will bead the result of the live design session together during the very last No One Has to Bead Alone workshop connected to the theme, just as we did it with Embrace during Rosetta Window. Oh, and Caroline, I'm so happy that you like the results of the live designs. Thank you. And Angelina finds the live designs inspiring and it's her favorite. And now I also have here jewels that will be available in the bead shop, and sometimes you will be able to get them as gifts with purchases, for example. And this pendant is called Sea Breeze Rose. Some of you noted that the Towards the Lighthouse theme uses the same colors as the Rosetta Window, but in different, lot more subtle intensities. And indeed, as always, I have created both of the Beadingschool Academy themes, and I am the same. However, I am discovering the softness and being gentle inside me after a life where I always had to be strong, I had to fight, and I had to win as many times as possible, or as what seemed to be as a win. And finally, nowadays, I am focusing on the lighthouse inside, finding the direction that feels good, without using the map that was drawn up by circumstances, by other people, following a different logic and different goals than the ones inside me. Because a map drawn up by others, even if lovingly, keep you within the frame, even without intentions to do that. The magic moments in life happen when two maps drawn by two different people overlap for a while. The magic moments are not the ones when you keep adjusting yours beyond what is in alignment with your soul because you want to travel together no matter what. The magic moments are the ones when you find a map that matches yours. So this is called the sea breeze rose, and it represents the lightness and the softening and gentleness that I experience personally nowadays. And Kimberly says that this piece flows with gentleness and strength and at the same time. And that is actually what I am aiming for in life, to be strong, be rooted, and at the same time, be gentle and enjoy life. And thank you, Ariana. And Cindy says that she sees it as a pendant or a brooch or even as a bracelet. And that are all very plausible, dear Cindy. I also have a detail photo for you here. So as you can see, it uses the metal charm that is included in the fuchsia level box, and I will look it up for you in case that you would like to create indeed a bracelet. Then here is a link to the component. It is still in stock if you would like to have more motifs. And thank you, Lita and Joyce and everyone. I'm glad that you find the thoughts that I share inspiring. And I created another jewel also, and it is called Emerge. Because sometimes waves are higher than we hoped for. Sometimes the wind is so strong that it feels overpowering. And indeed, you might fall into the water, and the waves might close above your head for a minute until you gather your strength and start swimming. With the Emerge necklace, my message to you is to trust yourself that you are capable, to trust yourself that you will reach the surface, and it will feel like being born again once you take a new deep breath, filling your lungs fully and feeling so much alive that you would have never imagined before. So the Emerge, I really wanted to play with the smaller slim navettes and also with the Baroque pearls from Miyuki that are showcased in the middle on the edge of the pendant, and also I put some into the necklace strand. I was inspired by the metal components that are included in the Towards the Lighthouse Beadingschool Academy Theme Box, and I also included one of the clasps as kind of a bail and the other half of it as part of the hanging part of this necklace. So these parts are optional, as you might want to create your Emerge pendant differently. I took apart the clasp, and the T part I used instead of a bail, and the O part is actually framing a diaphane bead. And the O part of the clasp, it also keeps the diaphragm bead in place, so it does not turn around at all. And it is hanging just in front of the O. So far it was staying, whenever I had it, it was staying where it was supposed to be. And besides this technical detail, I also like it that this way the style of the pendant matches the theme even more. And Kristen says that she finds this creative. I will explain it how I did it in the tutorial. Caroline is afraid that she will not have enough nuggets. I might have some good news for you a little bit later today, dear Caroline. And I also have here a detailed photo of the top part. And I used, as you can see, I used the Neumann clasp. And this is the bottom part of the design. Then I have here an optional bead shop design, also from Veronka. It's called Direction. And Veronka says, when creating this jewel, I thought about my husband and the little cuteness he once told me as he smirked at me. You are my port. I have docked here. This jewel looks like a small compass with ore colors. His blue, mine red, that showed him the path to me when we didn't yet know each other. And that's why I love to look at it and will gladly wear it often. Veronka wanted to include a sailor's knot clasp in the design and decided to make it as a connector. So she encourages to let yourself experiment and play. And every time when I hear Veronka talking about her relationship with her husband, that I'm so touched how she found love and how at home she feels with her family, with her 3 kiddos and with her husband. And it really is a magical connection, and I'm glad that we can see it a little bit like manifesting in this beautiful jewel called Direction. Then I have here an amazing optional design created by Laura Embry. Laura says about the ocean compass. In life, sometimes it would be wonderful to have a compass to tell us which way to go when we are facing the waves. I imagine the nugget as a compass needle which points the way to the lighthouse, a beacon in the distance. And Laura created a necklace version of this featuring 1 big nugget and 2 smaller ones. And she really went big this time. And she even tried it how it would look as a pair of earrings. And I find it absolutely amazing, dear Laura. So much sparkle and so daring that you went for earrings with the big nuggets. Cindy says, this is amazing, stunning. Joyce says, wow. Ludka also is just wowing. And let's see what else I do have here from Laura. Laura also created a pair of earrings called Golden Oyster. And she says, as a child, I loved to collect shells from the seaside as a memento of happy times at the beach. Some of my first attempts at making jewelry used shells from my collection. These earrings are inspired by this playfulness and simplicity, drawing on the inner child, yet creating something more glamorous and sophisticated. And I absolutely love the playfulness in this, dear Laura. Laura also used the crystal connectors and also some of the Baroque pearls from Yuki. Joyce says lots of vows for each of Laura's designs, and Joanna also loves it. And Molly says, Laura, you are such a talent. And Yosin says about the previous one, the navets look like the dark, deep ocean. Indeed. Well, Vicky was also inspired by that dark, deep ocean on her bead mat. And she also created an additional optional design called Eye of the Storm. And Vicky says, this necklace is a 3-part journey in design. It begins with its foundation, a compass-inspired component where 4 navet stones mark north, south, east, and west. Above this, a large navet forms a sparkling veil designed with the idea to be an eye watching over the wearer. Both pieces a symbol of protection and guidance. And I already loved this necklace when I saw it for the first time, but now when I read the story about protection and the eye watching over us in the storm, I love it even more. Beautifully created, dear Vicky. And we are still waiting for some designs from our friends designers, so there might be even more additional surprises coming to you during the Towards the Lighthouse Beadingschool Academy Theme Box. And today I also have some surprises for you. So, as you might know, unfortunately, Preioza decided to discontinue a big part of their Preioza Nacre Cabochon line. Earlier, during the summer, we said goodbye to the pearls. We had a big restock of the Preioza Nacre pearls in the bead shop. And this is one of the last times when we still get to enjoy the Preioza Nacre cabochons. And I mean the 8mm Preioza Nacre cabochons and also the 16mm Preioza half-hole buttons. I am very, very sad about this because actually one of my most favorite designs that I created in the past, the Coumarin pendant, this was part of the Dangerous Liaisons collection. This also uses a 16mm Preioza Nacre cabochon. And actually, I have to admit that I did not know that the ladies in the treasury still had a box full of the cabochons in the treasury. So we did our best with restocking the pearls during the summer when we had the special deal for them. The cabochons were not included that time. And today, the ladies still managed to add some of the Nacre cabochons. But this was the very last restock, as they confirmed to me. To say goodbye to the Preioza Nacre pearls, we decided to give a little gift. If you would like to take advantage of the restocking, then we would like to thank you with a little gift with every order requiring shipping. It will be a surprise package, not what you see on the screen that represents the theme that we are playing with. And if you place an order requiring shipping before next week's Coffee Time with Erika, it means 22nd of July, 5 p.m. Central European Time, 11 a.m. New York City, 8 a.m. California, or 3 a.m. New Zealand Faye time, then you will receive a little extra gift to thank you. And it does not actually matter that if you order Preioza nacre cabochons or if you order something else requiring shipping. What is important that every beader will receive one gift. It's not one gift per order, but one gift per beader, and we will slip it to your package automatically. You just need to place an order requiring shipping before next week's coffee time. So lovely ladies, you can take advantage of the restocking of the nacre cabochons, and it's really worth it because they will not be back anytime, as far as I know. And also because my lovely treasury ladies, they let me know that they also added the new 3x11mm Preioza slim navets into the bead shop now, the Beading School bead shop. You can find our bead shop at beadingschool.com. We ship all around the world. We send packages always with track and trace numbers, so you can keep an eye on your sparklies all the time when they are traveling towards you. And yeah, the best way to see what is now fresh and sparkly in the bead shop is to visit the new in the bead shop category. I just posted the link to you, and you will see that we have some amazing colors of the Preioza small fancy navets now, both in silver colored and gold colored tones. There are light cyan, amethyst, crystal, jet, light Colorado topaz, crystal AB, Montana, emerald, vintage rose, aqua bohemica waiting for you. And we are intensifying, we are leveling up our game with the Preioza Crystal Factory. So I am very, very happy to bring you more and more of the fancy stones of the Preioza Crystal Factory. You will need the slim navets for several of the designs during this theme. So if you would like to create more of them, then you might want to check out this part. And I'm also very curious that which designs did you like the most this time? I'm 100% that you'll sure that you liked them all, but what would you like to bead at the bead the most at the beginning? While you are thinking about it, then I will show you a little video about the small navets. Lutka says in the meantime that all designs are excellent. And Miriam is noticing that this time we are having only Preioza cabochons in the box. Indeed, celebrating the collaboration. And Catherine says this size of the navet is so cute. Indeed, like the bigger one that we had before, that is like a very in-your-face piece of cabochon. And these ones, I love it that it's so easy to incorporate even more in the designs, not only one as the focal. And Donna says that she likes Laura's Ocean Compass the most. That is such a nice piece. And Angelina says, I really like that sea creature motif by Erika. It's called Moonlit Wave, and the large navet design by Ruxandra Puskás. And that was the second signature jewel. I also love it very, very much, Angelina. And thank you for your kind words about mine too. And Laura is here with us. Hi, Laura. So good to see you. So lovely ladies, on Thursday I am waiting for you with the Retro No One Has to Bead Alone workshop, and we will bead together the Peregrina motif. So you can already start preparing. And in the meantime, I see a question from Vanya. What will you do about the patterns that require the cabochons that will be discontinued? Dear Vanya, they will stay in the bead shop. However, we will add a note that please check your stash, because once we run out of that specific component, we will not be able to supply you with more of those components. But we don't want to just simply make the tutorials disappear, since many of you might have those components in your own stash. So there will be a note about those tutorials. And Caroline just went for more nuggets. Thank you so much, dear Caroline. And Christine says, I like them all, but particularly Vicky's design with the large nugget. It's a beautiful one. Lita will have a small surgery on Thursday. We will be thinking of you, Rita, and I hope you will be back and beading soon. And Laura says, I'm so enjoying seeing everyone's creations from the box. So many amazing designs. It's wonderful to see the different directions that everyone took. Indeed. And I would like to say goodbye with Laura's thoughts about this showcase of creativity. And I would like to thank everyone who was here with me today. I would like to send a very big hug to all my friends designers who contributed to making this theme so special. And I can't wait to bead with you again on Thursday. Thank you so much, lovely ladies, and see you soon. Bye-bye.